Alright, what's up everyone, Duquesne23 here, coming to you with another Project Spark stream recap, and today I'm going to be recapping the Thursday, October 24th stream, and also Friday's October 25th stream, so let's go ahead and get into this. So the first thing they talk about is the Project Spark beta. Now they do confirm that it will not be released in October, unfortunately, but it will be released in early November. So I understand this is a little bit disappointing to a lot of people, but remember, of course, we want the best beta experience. We don't want to have a lot of issues where we can't play or there's a lot of problems while we're trying to play the game. I'd rather have a good beta experience where we could test the game, all the features and everything like that, without too many issues at all. Now, one of the first things they show off is a community creation called 3D HUD. Now this is something really interesting. Now this isn't supposed to be a game, they just totally created this just to kind of show you can create some cool HUDs like this. If maybe that's, you know, some type of shooter or something, like maybe you're flying a plane but that's your HUD right there, that would be really awesome. But yeah, they're just kind of showing with the, you know, logic cubes and everything like that, that you can create a HUD. Now, of course, you would link this to your character, make it show up in, you know, on your screen and everything like that. So it won't just be, you know, out in the world like that and stuff. It's actually your HUD. But they're just kind of showing off what you could possibly do with, you know, something like a cool little 3D HUD and stuff like that. So it's just interesting to be able to see what Project Spark is able to do, and this is something completely new that I have not seen before, so it's really awesome. The next one they show is a game called Ring Toss, and yes, you can guess it, it is a ring toss game. Now, one thing that they didn't do at the beginning of this, they kind of were walking around, but you can hit the right bumper and it'll make you sprint, so you can move a lot faster, so you know the character doesn't normally just walk this slow. But it's pretty interesting. You can go up to the signs, you're able to, you know, read some of the dialogue and everything like that. But what you do is you go up to one of the platforms. There's three, I guess technically three platforms, two bigger ones, one smaller one, and you walk up to the platform, and one of the platforms adjusts, you know, the I guess the firing mechanism that, you know, shoots the deals either, you know, left or right. You'll see here in a second. And the other one adjusted, you know, vertical and everything like that, and then of course the other one fires. But it's pretty interesting. You go over there, you can see the rings kind of over there. It's pretty cool. The fact that you're able to make something like ring toss is just another great example of, you know, something that hasn't been seen before, and another example that, look, ring toss can be made in Project Spark, and who would ever thought, you know, apparently this person thought, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to make ring toss in Project Spark. Forget all the other, you know, like RPG elements that everyone else is doing. I'm making a simple game and a very fun carnival game, you know, ring toss. Now just imagine if they do this on a little bit smaller scale, like scale down everything, and actually make some sort of like carnival area where, you know, you can have ring toss and you can put in some, maybe some roller coasters and stuff. You can put in the what is it where you hit that thing and then the bell, you know, the thing shoots up and hits the bell. You know, you could create some fun stuff like that. I'm sure someone eventually, you know, will maybe make some carnival world or something. That would be just something really cool. Which, in fact, you know, if I have the time, I may make that carnival world. But, you know, if some other people think that they can make it really well, please, you know, don't think just because I thought of something like that, don't, you know, please make it yourself, because I would like to see what, you know, everyone's able to make and stuff, and that would be really amazing to be able to see something like that. So let's go ahead and go on to the next map. In this next map, I'm really sorry, but I do not know what it is called, just because, you know, they had to cut the screen, like block the screen because they are having some issues, but then once they came back, they're already in the map. So if y'all do know the name of the map, please leave a comment down below in the description, because this is a very interesting map, and all it is if you notice in the top right, there's a coin counter. It goes up to 100 coins, and that's the whole point of it. You're just supposed to find all 100 coins, and in this certain amount of time. If you know the counter in the center, it just says, you know, like 110 and everything like that. It's slowly counting up every second, so, you know, I'm sure you can attach leaderboards to this and see who can get all 100 coins in the little, you know, in the lowest amount of time. So that's just something really good, you know, a little bit competitive there, but of course it is a beautiful world. Now, a lot of people have been wondering, you know, if Project Spark will have other themes besides just the, I guess, fantasy, you know, fable style theme, and yes, guys, it will have other themes. Now, we don't know though if the other themes will be, you know, only like the microtransactions. You have to pay for it in order to be able to get the other themes. But you got to understand, this is a free-to-play game, like 100% free-to-play. You can just create and everything like that, completely free for the Windows 8, Xbox One, and Xbox 360 once it comes out. Of course, guys, it hasn't come out. It releases next year. We don't know exactly when. The Windows 8 beta will be happening in early November, like I said before, and also the Xbox One beta will be happening in January. We don't know like if, you know, there'll be other themes. I will hope there will be other themes besides just the fantasy, at least for free, like that will come with the game at launch. But if not, I completely understand. They do have to make money somehow, since it is a free game. And, you know, they did say that they are working on other themes for the game, but they didn't say if you would have to pay for those other themes or something like that. But, you know, I would really like to see something like a modern theme, you know, like with, you know, modern art styles and stuff like that. That would be really cool. But of course, then also I would like to see, you know, just different other types, not just fantasy, not just modern. Possibly, you know, like more of like a medieval style. Like, I know this is kind of medieval, but I'm talking about like more less fantasy, just more medieval and stuff. That would be pretty interesting also, you know. But yeah, so this is a really cool level. I love, you know, all the stuff that's, you know, on this level. It has a cool little spinning I guess platform part that, you know, is very difficult to get, at least get the very last bit of coins on the spinning platforms, because it spins so fast it kind of throws you off of the platform. So this is just something, you know, just a fun little, you know, I guess game, fun little map that you can collect up a whole bunch of coins on, and, you know, just for all you perfectionists and stuff like that, kind of like me, where if I start something like this game, I will search forever to try to get all 100 coins. But yeah, so let's go ahead and head on to the next map. So this next level doesn't have a name. It's just a empty world. Like, that's just what it's called, the name and stuff. But it is very interesting. You get to actually choose characters like that you want to throw pies at. This is just a pie throwing level, and you know, you could choose which one you want to throw the pie at, and then whenever you go to the I guess next screen, you actually have the character there. You can walk over, pick up the pies, and each pie is a different color, and whenever you throw the pie, it actually colors the, you know, either the boards or it actually covers the character if you hit them. And it colors the character. Of course it covers them, but it colors the character whichever color, of course, you hit them with. So that's just something really cool. You know, it's just this again could be something like how I mentioned earlier with the you know, carnivals type of stuff. You could do something like this, or it could just be a fun little mini game in your RPG world and everything like that. So it's just really cool to be able to see just some fun little aspects of the game right here. Alright, and this last level for this stream was the, I guess, Angry Birds style of game, where all you do is just throw this ball down and it drops the goblin. Once the goblin hits the ground, he dies. So it'd be really interesting to be able to see, you know, someone recreate something like Angry Birds, or, you know, put this this simple I guess design right here to the next level, because you never know, what if you put it inside your RPG style game or just another style game where Goblin's sitting on top of a pile of rocks and he's like taunting you and just, you know, all this stuff, and then you pick up a rock and you throw it at the bottom one and he falls, and then maybe he'll give you a certain item for, you know, actually knocking him down and stuff like that. You never know. There's just interesting concepts here, you know, about, you know, this whole thing. You don't necessarily have to take it by just Angry Birds. You can implement it in your level any other way. So I can't wait to see more about this. And now we're going to go ahead and get on to Friday's stream, which was on the 25th. So let's go ahead and get on into that. One of the first things that they show in the Friday live stream is Project Spark running on the Surface Pro 2. So it's pretty cool. Right now he has the Xbox 360 controller plugged into it. So you can just play it like that. You don't need to, you know, do the touch screen and everything. So you can play this on the go anywhere and stuff. So that's really awesome. Very interesting. Now, of course, you're able to play it still with you know, touching it and everything. Like, it has all the buttons on the right side that you need to be able to press. It has the little joystick style thing on the left side on the screen. So, you know, it's fairly simple, and it's a very innovative idea to be able to plug in your 360 controller into it. So you don't necessarily always need to, you know, do the touch and everything like that. Now, practically this entire stream, they are just going through and creating a pretty creepy looking world. It's somewhat like Slenderman. They have some bear traps throughout the world. They have a troll chasing you. Your, you know, light goes out every once in a while, which I don't know if that's intentional, but right there you notice the troll actually killed him. But what you pretty much have to do is, once the troll starts chasing after you, if you hit, I think they said, the right trigger or something like that, it goes into, like, your screen goes completely black. It's supposed to be like you're blinking, and if you close your eyes for long enough, the troll will disappear, and then you can keep running around. So that's really awesome that you're able to do something like this. I can't wait to be able to see some Slenderman style remakes and stuff, not necessarily just like this where you blink, but with the flashlight. And of course, you know, like the Slenderman will appear, you know, around corners or something, scare you, slowly get closer and closer, but it actually doesn't walk towards you. So, you know, I know you're able to recreate something like this, as at least like Slenderman, as long as you, of course, coded and everything all correctly. Now, I know a lot of people think that the coding is looks extremely complicated and they will never be able to do something like that. Now, I do want to say, guys, yes, some of the stuff does get extremely complicating, but if you're not able to do something, which I don't even know if I'm able to do some of this stuff, which I've been watching all the live streams and everything, but you know, if you're not able to do it, don't worry about it, guys. This is a free-to-play game. You might as well download the game and stuff once it comes out, and then you can just play a bunch of people's community maps and stuff, and you know, you can just have fun just playing community maps and everything like that, because that would be, you know, it's still just as enjoyable. It's just like playing, you know, just any other game, just with a whole bunch of community maps. And some people I know are going to be creating some maps that take, you know, probably multiple hours to be able to complete, which I know the Swan Song took, I think it takes like 40 minutes to be able to complete Swan Song, and that's just one level, you know, one world and everything. So imagine with level linking and stuff like that, how long it'll actually take to be able to finish some games. And before I end this video, I did want to say that they will be coming out with the Haunted Cornfield content pack on Tuesday's live stream, this Tuesday's live stream, guys, and just make sure that will be on October 29th, and they'll be showing the Haunted Cornfield content pack, which will include some, I'm guessing it'll include things like a cornfield or something, if you know, if you're gonna name it that, but then also some cool scary like sound effects and stuff, and fog. So they're gonna be showing that off. The stream will be at noon on I believe it's noon Pacific time, so on their Twitch page, so be sure to check that out. Link will be down below. And yeah, imagine just having fog in your game on just that level that's just showing right there. Imagine putting some fog, make it real hazy, or even just imagine, not necessarily it has to be, you know, a scary Slender style game. Imagine if you're in an RPG, you know, you're playing, you're making your world and stuff, and it's RPG style, and you go into a swamp area, and you could put some fog down, you know, low to the ground and stuff like that. That would be really awesome to be able to see stuff like this. And I cannot wait to be able to see this in the stream. So guys, I hope you all enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe and also like the video. And remember, guys, once the beta comes out, I will be doing community maps, and I'll be showcasing all those. So stay tuned for that. And I will see y'all next time. Later, guys.